Welcome to What Are Those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler, back with another episode. Thank you so kindly for being here. Boy, your boy's been busy changing diapers and soothing a crying baby and doing all of the things that I would normally do, like work and take care of my son and make sure my wife is good and all of that stuff. All of that stuff has been going on. But I've been paying attention to sneakers. I even managed to cop a big pair, which I will show you a little bit later. But, man, I'm feeling good because there's been so many dope drops this year. Paul Spann and I attempted to talk about it last week. We kind of just started just just rapping and talking about a bunch of stuff, man. So what I wanted to do this week is more streamline the conversation, okay? So this week, I have the four best drops of 2023 so far. And I'm going to tell you what, it's Nike heavy and it's Jordan Brand heavy because Jordan Brand and Nike have been knocking it out of the park this year. I don't care what nobody else say. Jordan Brand and Nike are killing it this year, man. It's been so far. We're only in March. We're getting towards the end of March. And I'm seeing what's coming out for the rest of the year that we know about. This year has been outstanding. There's just no other way to put it. This year has been outstanding, man. It's been, if you care about sneakers and you just really just care about wearing sneakers and having dope stuff, this year has been outstanding. The stuff that's dropped outside of the Tiffany Dunks has been somewhat easy to cop. Some has been very easy to cop. And then most of it has been pretty decent on resale. Like, I'm not talking about spending $600 extra than the retail price. I'm talking about $50 extra, $75 extra, maybe $100 extra, man. I don't know, man. I think this year is shaping up to be one of the best ever. I know that might sound crazy. It might sound like I'm trying to hype it up. I'm not. I just think it's been really fun this year, man. It's been really fun. There's been a lot of drops. Some you missed, some you hit on. Some are super hype. Most are just really cool, man. And what I'm really happy about is that the Doernbecher line is back. I mean, it never really went anywhere. It's been, Doernbecher is an important thing. The movement and the moment behind it, everything behind it is super dope. But sometimes the sneakers are hit or miss when it comes to just everyday wearing. Not the message, but just wearing. And the Doernbecher line is back. We're going to get into that in a moment, man. Look, I can't wait. My top four is coming up in a few. We're going to get to it. Okay, now, before we get started, last week I talked about two sneakers in particular. One I want to kind of clarify some stuff on, and another one I want to talk about just one more time, okay? First I want to clarify, Paul brought up the SB Jordan 4, okay? Now it's towards the end of the show, and also forgive your boy, his brain's been cloudy. Again, I got a 3-week-old sitting downstairs. I'm tired. I ain't been getting a lot of sleep, man. So when he said that one went right over my head. That sneaker is actually dropping today. I'm recording this show on the 21st. It's dropping on the 21st. That sneaker drops today. It might have dropped already. What time it is? It's almost 10 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, it's about to drop on the East Coast. Yeah, that sneaker is fire. Okay, that sneaker is fire. I knew what he was talking about. The SB thing threw me off when he brought it up earlier. But I did want to share my opinion on that sneaker, man. My homegirl Nargis said that might be the perfect sneaker, and I have to agree. That sneaker has everything going for it, okay? The shape is beautiful on it. It's a Jordan 4. It's a clean Jordan 4 in a very clean colorway that you don't really get often in a 4, that kind of lucky green thing, which is a thing this year. Green is like the color. I don't know. It's like the Jordan color this year. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I've been noticing. I got the lucky green Jordan 2s. I think there's some 1s coming out. Obviously, these Jordan 4s, man, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. I have no complaints about these. I won't be able to cop today. And the resale on these is about $4 something already. So it's a little bit of a higher resale. But, I mean, look at the sneaker. Again, it kind of speaks to what's been going on this year and how amazing this year has been. If you really think about it, man, I think we got Pearl. Phone pods is coming back this year. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff happening, man, that you're gonna be able to get your hands on, and I just appreciate that. Some stuff is raffles or whatever, but and this is a raffle, but it's been a lot of people getting W's on these, getting early access on these. We'll see how people do today when they drop and they hit sneakers. We'll see how people do. I'm just loving it, man. I'm just loving it. So that's the first sneaker I wanted to talk about from last week. Another one I want to really talk about again, okay, is this Jordan 3 Wizards PE. Listen, I made a bold statement last week. A lot of people been talking about it. A lot of people from the DMV agree with me, but I want to clarify and really, and not even clarify, but really just double down on what I'm trying to say and really explain what I'm trying to say, okay, because some people had questions. What I mean is there's city packs. There's packs for Tokyo. There's packs for Paris. There's Japan themed sneakers. There's LA themed sneakers. There's New York themed sneakers. There's Chicago themed sneakers, right? Detroit. I got a pair of Jordan 2s sitting right there. I'm looking at them right now. Crafted after a shop in Detroit. Got the street lines and the street names on it and all that, man. You got sneakers that say Brooklyn on the bottom, all that. DC don't get nothing. DC gets nothing. Nothing. Shout outs to New Balance for recognizing that DC put them on the map in terms of streetwear and street culture. Though it wasn't B-More, nor one New York. It was DC. That's what we do. Shout outs to them for recognizing that and offering some DMV inspired, we got the DC one with the red and black on it. Got the flag, I think, on them. You got the EAT version of them. Shout outs to New Balance, man. But Nike, Jordan brand, we don't get no love. So this one means something. And I don't know if people are really thinking of it this way, but this one means something because Michael Jordan, let me tell you something real quick, and then we're going to get into the main topic, okay? When Michael Jordan decided to play, forget about, Jordan playing for the Wizards, that was whack and all that, man. I could sit here for 2 hours and tell you why the Jordan era for the Washington Wizards was some of the most exciting basketball we've ever seen in this town. And how it ended and how it wasn't just because the man was washed. The man blew his knee out mid-season. When he blew his knee out, I believe the Wizards were like third in the East, or at one point they were number one in the East. At one point during the All-Star break, Doug Collins, who was the head coach for the Washington Wizards at the time, was gearing up to coach the All-Star game. That meant that they were number one in the East. I think by the time Michael Jordan got hurt, they were like third in the East or something like that. They were headed to the playoffs. I can show you a clip, and one day I will, of reporters asking Michael Jordan, oh man, so did you know that this team could be this good this quick? Michael Jordan blew his knee out mid-season. Michael Jordan was 39 years old. He never recovered from the knee injury. But before the knee injury, Michael Jordan had 2 50-point games in a row. He was the oldest player to ever score 50 in a game and do it back-to-back. One of them was against the Phoenix Suns. No, he hit a game winner against the Phoenix Suns. So he had like 2 game winners in a row. Michael Jordan was cooking. He was averaging like 25 points a game. Now, that's my defense of Jordan, okay? I'm always going to defend MJ. But the era, you had to be there. You had to be outside to really understand what was going on when Michael Jordan came here to play. It was a big deal. Guys, we're Wizards fans, Bullets fans. Our team sucks, and we don't have nothing. This team has never brought anything to the table except for in the 1970s with Wes Unseld and them. We talk about the Gilbert Arenas era and all that. That was cool. We talking about first-round knockouts, though. We talking about 7 seeds and 6 seeds. But when Michael Jordan was here, the team felt special. When Michael Jordan was here, the team felt relevant, and the city was popping. We had Michael Jordan playing here. It was a moment, and for people in my age bracket that remember that, it is a big deal. And not only that, for sneakers, MJ was bringing back a lot of those classics on the court. Okay? He was bringing back a lot of those classics on the court while also premiering new stuff that a lot of y'all like right now. Okay? So, When he wore that True Blue Jordan 3, that was a big deal. Okay? Even though it's not really this now, mind you, this one isn't really a True Blue, but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you got to give the sneaker away to DC folks. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people within the city, shops within the city need to have access to that sneaker. You all should be marketing that sneaker, and you should be using DC to market that sneaker. That's what I was trying to say. I wasn't talking about resale and nothing like that. Obviously, the sneaker will be hard to get regardless. What I'm saying is that you need to be getting with some of these sneaker shops. You really need to make sure that that is a DC, that people understand that this is a DC thing. DC is a huge market that I think a lot of these sneakerheads, Sneaker Con, all these places, you all are missing this market. There's a lot of us here. It's a big city, and it's a tri-state. If you need a list of stores, I can get it to you. Okay? That's what I was trying to say about the Jordan 3. Okay, so let's get into our main topic. Let's get to the fun. Let's talk about my top 4. My top 4 sneakers to drop so far in 2023. Okay, so some of y'all know that I work with Trade Up. Shout out to Trade Up, my folks over there. I do like a little weekly mini show for them called The Big 3. Shouts out to The Big 3. Check it out on my page. And it's cool to kind of combine the brands, you know what I mean? Shouts out to the folks at Up On Game who I work with. Obviously, that's what this show is. Shouts out to Trade Up. This is like a version of The Big 3, but it's really 4 because 4 is the magic number. All right. And honestly, I'm not going to just start making up sneakers. I'm going to just throw any old sneaker in there. It's 4 that really caught my attention this year. So we're going to break them down. One of them I actually have in my possession. It's right here. I can't wait to show it to you. It is by far my favorite sneaker of the year, and I really had to get it in the hand to really realize that. We'll get to that one in a second. But number 1 on the list for 2023 so far is a super sleeper. A super sleeper. And again, it's in that Dornbecker pack. Man, I haven't been excited like this for a Dornbeckers in a long time. It is the Jordan 1 Low Dornbecker. Man, this sneaker, God, look at that. Okay, so the details on this one are incredible. I just, the Dornbecker thing is super special. I can spend the entire show talking about Dornbecker, the moment, the movement, all the kid that designed all the stuff, man. But just purely as a sneaker, it's loud, okay? It's super loud, but it pops. And that, I'm telling you, remember when I talked about a while back that one of the things I've always loved about sneakers from when I was a little kid, man, is how they're eye catchers, right? Sometimes you're wearing something and it's just a classic, a Jordan 3 bread or, something, one of the classic colorways or a nice pair of New Balance, the protection pack, the grays, whatever. Yeah, sometimes the sneaker just is just sleek and it doesn't have to say much. Sometimes you want that thing to scream at you. Sometimes you want that sneak to scream. Okay, this one screams, okay, and this one has all of the details. This is the conversation starter right here. This is one of the ones that when you wear it, you explain it to people, man. It's the coolest thing about Dornbecker. Again, outside of the moment, outside of the message and what it means and all of that cancer research, outside of that, when you're wearing a cool Dornbecker, it is a conversation starter. There are little things on there, little details. It's loud, it's gaudy. It's supposed to be all of that. It's supposed to be all of that. You're not supposed to wear this thing every single day. But when you do wear it, people going to go, well, what's that mean? And what's that mean? And what's that mean? It's just dope. And when I talk about wearable art, that's what that is, man. And it's a Jordan 1 Low. I love Jordan 1 Lows. I think Jordan 1 Lows are probably some of the easiest sneakers to wear, even when they're crazy loud like this, man. They're comfortable. Man, they're actually more comfortable than the highs to me, being honest with you. I like the highs better, but they're more comfortable than the highs to me. They're just easy, like slip-on shoes. They're super duper cool. I own a lot of pairs, quite a few pair of Jordan 1 Lows, man. And I am going to, by the way, every sneaker that's on this list is something I am going to buy, and I mean that. Like, it's not like I'm not just saying, oh no, this is cool, you should cop, but I don't know. No, I'm getting these. The resale on these are not that bad either. I think they're like in the 200s or something like that. I can't remember. Either way, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sneaker. I mean that literally. The sneaker is beautiful. The sneaker is beautiful, man. I could talk about this all day, man. That's my number 4, the Dornbecker Low Jordan 1. Woo, boy. Beautiful. Okay, number 3. Number 3 on my list is a sneaker I've talked about a lot on this show. Paul and I spent significant time talking about this sneaker. This sneaker has been controversial, a conversation starter, all of that. Has a great message behind it. Had a cool release, I think. I love the Jordan 12 A Ma Maniére, man. I am a big fan, and it's specifically of this colorway. There's been a lot of debate about which one is better, the white or the black. I like the black. I like the ashiness to it. I like the low key kind of colorway. It's a Jordan 12, so it's hard to say a Jordan 12 could be dressy. But my man Mike Sykes said it best. Shouts out to Jalissa Nicole, who posted this sneaker, by the way. And my man Mike Sykes said it best, man. This sneaker looks rich. I'm sorry, that's just a funny way to put it, but it's real. The sneaker looks expensive, man. You know what I mean? Like, the materials look great. It looks like something that you can wear. And you can't wear it to your wedding or nothing like that, but it looks like something you can wear out, man. It's a Jordan 12, so again, it has that athletic look, but it looks proper. It looks handsome. It's a handsome sneaker. Okay, it's a handsome sneaker, all right. And I like it a lot, man. I got my eye on a pair. Shouts out to my man Dope Closet Thrift. I probably shouldn't be saying this on air because one of y'all gonna get on there and snatch these joints up. But my man Dame has them in the shop. I've been eyeing them. I've been hawking them. I think I'm going to cop them. I just been, other stuff been going on, so I haven't been able to pull the trigger. But I like this sneaker, man. I'm a big, huge fan of this sneaker right here and in this particular colorway. I like the white as well. The white is very clean. I know it has some bleeding issues and all that. Some of the dye's been bleeding. Man, you could take wipes and clean that stuff off. I know it's never cool to buy a sneaker with factory defects. I understand that. And, that's a conversation for another day. But the whites are cool. And the white is a great summer shoe. You know what I mean? I get it. I would take the whites and the white pair in a heartbeat. But I'm thinking this one right here is for me, for my personal aesthetic, for my style choices. I could see a million fits I could put. And by the way, unlike that Dornbecker, this is a sneaker that you can wear a lot. And that's why I like it. See, this one is unassuming. The Dornbecker is like, whoa, what are those? Oh my God. This one is unassuming. This one is like, oh, those are slick. Those are slick. That works with that fit. I like that. Those are slick. You look clean in that one. There's a clean man sneaker right there. Or clean woman sneaker right there. The Dornbeckers are like, yeah, you wanna get some attention real quick. You out there, you turn the head. These are like a low key, like, okay, I know that sneaker. I never seen them like that, but I know that one. That's slick. Good job, sir. Good job, ma'am. So again, this is a sneaker that I've got my eye on heavy. I really want them. I missed out on the opportunity to get them for retail. The resale on them is not bad at all. They're easy to find. I don't know why people are just letting these joints go. I guess that's just what people do nowadays. So whatever, better for me. Cool. I love the Jordan 12. By the way, I'm just a big fan of the Jordan 12. Jordan 12 just reminds me of my youth, man. So I love the Jordan 12. I love this Jordan 12 in particular, and to be specific, I love this colorway of the A Ma Maniére Jordan 12. So good job, A Ma Maniére. You guys are dropping heat bomb at the heat bomb. Keep it up, man. I'm loving it. Okay. Number 2. It probably would be number 1 if I had them in hand, okay? Number 2 could possibly, I know it's wild to call something sneaker of the year this early, especially when it's number 2 on my particular list. And I'm explaining why it's number 2 when I get my number 1 out. But the Dornbecker Vomero is the craziest, wildest, and most fire, all puns intended, sneaker I've seen in a very long time. Look at this thing. Look at that. That is crazy. It's two things I really love about this sneaker. The honorable mention being that it's a Dornbecker. And again, I'm just so excited about the Dornbecker line being relevant. Relevant's the wrong word, but the Dornbecker line being, hot again. Okay. And I'm using all these words as a pun. Hot, fire, all of that. Okay. What I love about this is that this is it's not a new silhouette, but it's not a silhouette that's been popular in recent years. It is something fresh, feels new, it's comfortable. It gives you like that New Balance feel. I'm only talking about the silhouette, okay? It's a comfortable shoe. It's an easy shoe. It's not a super expensive shoe. Every couple of years, a silhouette comes out, it takes over, it's hot, and people love it. Hopefully this one doesn't go away because I'm a big fan of just this silhouette. Okay. Now, what I really love about this is what I was talking about when I talked about the first Dornbecker on this list. Boy, these things catch your eye. If you're not trying to get a pair of these for the summer, what are you thinking? If you're a sneakerhead and you're not trying to get a pair of these for the summer, what is on your mind? And if you bold, you're going to wear them after the summer. You're going to figure out how to rock these all year. These things are crazy. This is the best looking. Yeah, this is one of the best looking sneakers I've seen in a very long time. This thing is bold. Again, it's a Dornbecker, so it's supposed to be bold. But man, the execution on this joint is so perfect. I don't even have words to explain it. I'm dead serious. I don't have a lot of words to explain it. It is perfect. I'm not lying to you. I'm not exaggerating here. This sneaker is about as close to perfect as you can be. That's my opinion. And has everything. When it comes to what I love about sneakers and sneaker culture, this thing embodies all of it. It has a message, okay? A great message. A great designer behind it. You feel good when you're wearing this, right? For obvious reasons. It's a Dornbecker. It is eye-popping, eye-catching. It is quite literally a piece of art. It is wearable art. By every definition, if someone told me to describe sneaker culture, I'd show you this. Why you love sneaker culture, Adam? Because of this. I have to have this one. Okay, I'm fiending for this one. I'm fiending for the sneaker. It's beautiful. It's well done. Everything, all the superlatives I can think of, rain them, just cascade upon this sneaker right here. Perfection. Mwah. I love this Dornbecker Vomero. It's beautiful. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, I ain't got nothing else to say about this one. My God. Perfect. Okay. So here's my number one. All right. Here's my number one. I'm going to explain why it's my number one over the Vomero. Okay. One, I don't have a Vomero. Okay. So again, the pictures and all that, even though I've seen unboxings, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it when I get it. But this sneaker goes into my number one. And it's definitely going to be competing for sneaker of the year. Without a doubt, everybody agrees on this one because it's so slick. It's a great combination of everything we talked about on this list, right? If the Dornbeckers are eye-popping, oh my God, and then the Jordan 12 is a word that's slick. You can wear this wherever, and it's a great shoe. It looks like luxury, right? It's clean, everything. Then this sneaker embodies it all. Yeah. It's that Jordan 3. Reimagined, lost and found, whatever you want to call it. Boy, oh boy. Let me put the box down. Actually, let me get the other shoe. Yeah, you hear that paper. Elephant print. Got my hands on these. Shouts out to my man, Dope Closet Thrift, Dope Closet Store, Dames in Richmond, VA. Shouts out to Dames. Sorry. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oop, hit the microphone. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I ain't even looked at this yet. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. This is, again, this sneaker, I'll sit it here. Hopefully y'all can still see me. This sneaker embodies everything on this list. Again, the Vomero makes me, like, I get excited about that sneaker, right? It's beautiful, pops, all of that. It's like, it's crazy. That's what I love about sneaker culture. But this is also what I love about sneaker culture, right? This one is a piece of art. It's subtle art, though. It's subtle. It's subtle, even more subtle than those 12s, because it tells a story. It tells a great story, right? We all know about the White Cement 3. It's aged, right? Got aging on the box. You can see that there, aging on the box. Okay, we get what it's going for. It's lost and found. It's supposed to be like, oh man, it's like an old aged pair. But when you wear them, and I've seen people wearing them, I've seen plenty of pictures of people wearing them. I can't wait to wear them. It's just a clean white sneaker. It's a Jordan 3. Okay, it's an eye catcher, but it's like you gotta, those are slick. What's up with them? Oh, you can't go wrong. The leather. People always talk about the same things when we talk about Jordans. It's the leather, buttery, and all of that. How's this? And I know some people be getting different elephant prints. I don't think mine. Yeah, my elephant print is the same. I have no complaints about this sneaker, man. I just think it's wonderful. I was able to get my hands on it, and that's a big important thing for me because I have to be able to visualize the sneaker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very happy with these. This is number one on my list, and this is definitely a competitor for Sneaker of the Year. I don't know if it's better than the Jordan 1 Lost and Found, but I love this line. I've been talking about this sneaker a lot on this show, of course, on the Big Three. I like this line. I like this Lost and Found thing that they doing, this reimagined thing that they doing. I think it's really cool. A lot of people been trying to like age their sneakers up and stuff like that. Smart to sell them that way. Because that's when they look good. I got a pair of Jordan 3. I actually have them on right now, man. These things are woo. Okay, I got the I got the breads. You see, I done worn these things down to the maximum. Yeah, I mean, these things are cooked, man. But again, this is like an everyday sneaker for me. This is like an everyday sneak. So, you know, I like that the sneakers are meant to be worn. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're for. And they're also meant to be clean. And all that's a contradiction is weird. Only a sneakerhead really gonna understand that. But I love this sneaker, man. This is my number one. This is my number one. Now I get those other joints and doing backwards, then I might have to switch it up. But I feel like this will last. This is something I'll wear for years. I'll wear these for years. I've worn my True Blues for years. They sit in the closet. You know what I'm saying? I wore my Cement 4s for years. Some sneakers you just wear for years and they're great. And that's why I'm very happy to have a pair of these, man. Shouts out to Dame again. Dames in Richmond, VA, man. That's the dude. Hit him up on Instagram or visit the store, all right? So big shout outs to everybody for tuning into the show. Thank you so much, man. Again, the hashtag is Make Sneaker Culture Fun again. And listen, the brands are helping out, man. I know there'll be a lot of debate and stuff about certain stuff, man. But I'm telling you, man, it's been a great year in sneakers. If you just focus on the release, the aesthetics, what they look like, what they are. It's been a great year. And shout outs to the other brands, of course. New Balance has dropped a couple of dope things this year. Adidas is trying to catch up, man, but I know they're going to do the work. Shouts out to my man Farrell and everybody over there at Adidas. I know they're going to catch up, man. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. But Nike and Jordan Brand, boy, you all have been knocking out of the park so far. We're only 3 months into the year, going into our 4th month. I'm just excited about all of it, man. Super duper excited about all of it, man. Can you hear it in my voice? Excited about all of it. And I can't wait to get my daughter a couple of little pairs of sneaks too, man. That's going to be cool as well, man. So again, I'm happy. I hope you're happy with some of the releases. Hit me up in my inbox or in the comment section. Then let me know what you think about this year's drops. What's some of your favorite drops of the year? What's your absolute favorite drop of the year? What do you think about the drops that I listed so far. What do you think about them? Okay, remember, hit me up, MSR_Adam, MSR_Adam. Hit up the team at Up On Game Network, at Up On Game Network. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and do subscribe to our YouTube and find us on all podcasting platforms, okay? Shouts out to the team On My Feet Network, at the On My Feet Network, doing dope things over there as well. Guys, it's been fun. Let me know what you copped this year. Again, let me know about your list. But more importantly, mind your mental health, y'all. Mind your mental health. I say it every week. It's super important. You know what it is. Mind your physical health. I say it every week. It's super important. You know what it is. And I always tell you to do this because I don't want you to ever forget. Please continue to be great. I'm up out of here. Peace.